and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to the shed. Same old cap. Got some nice new blue overalls though. Turn the collar up so I look cool. Got some news. We've got some news. It's been a while. Sorry about that. But if you look this way, try and get it right. Tilt the camera down. What's that behind me? What's that behind me? Hang on a second, I hear you say. That's a different XG. And you'd be right, it is a different XG. It's a 2017 XG because we have traded them in. And we traded them in for new ones. The first looks I can give you. Sorry it's a bit crowded in the shed. I've taken Jeff's exhaust off because we're going to do some exhaust. But let's start on the differences, shall we? Let me back right up. First difference is, remember this? This will now not hit this. So there's been a modification on the rear brake lever. You've got a slight kink here, because they've made this bracket here swoop out further. So the brake lever's changed. I think there's a slight modification in this bracket. I don't know, it's very difficult because I haven't got them compared. While I'm on this side of the bike, they have changed the Optimate lead. And the reason they've done that is that this has now got an alarm, an immobiliser built in. The brake cylinder's slightly changed, obviously because there's an extra lead here, see, for the sensor, because this has got ABS and Brembo brakes. What else has changed? Yep, a little tiny details on the front handlebars. That's now the cable held on with some pin clips. They changed the clamp here a little bit. Yeah, they haven't sunk the bolts down like on the other one. The clock's different, slightly different, not too dissimilar to the old one. There is a little change round here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me point the bike at it. It's pretty dark. I'll turn the light on in this camera if I can remember how. I think it's that button. Is it that button? I'm sure it was that button. Yeah, they've changed around the stand a little bit, because if I can show you, I turn the handlebars like so, and I give the bike a push. It's fairly on the stand. I turn the handlebars this way, it's on the stand. So they've modified that bracket so that the bike doesn't tend to want to roll off the side stand, which is good. It's all going well. Let me just find Jeff's keys for you, and I'll stick them in the ignition. These are just differences we found just by a quick look. Yeah, hang on, let me turn the camera back round for me. Ow, sorry about that. Obviously the key, sorry about the jokiness of the camera. The key is obviously, there's the fob, steel key entry. There's a display. One beep to tell you the alarm is disarmed. So if I take the key out, you should hear beep beep. That means it's armed, right? So let's put the key back in again. Disarm it. Obviously ABS light comes on, and that goes off once the bike starts rolling and hits 4, 5, 10 miles an hour, something like that. I'll take you through the display. I hope you can see this. But you have the mileage, which is 8 miles on this bike, it's delivery mileage. Tripometer A, tripometer B. very nice, same as before. Clock, we've not set the clock at the moment, it says 12 o'clock, and that's what one thing I did miss on the other bike is the clock. Look at this, gear and rev counter. So you get the rev counter here and the gear indicator on this side, okay, which obviously goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 3 digits on this side give you the revs. It won't, I'll fire the bike up, but it won't give you the gear because I can't drop it in gear and disengage and drop the clutch because we're in the shed. So there you have it. That was the rev counter, and of course there's no exhaust on because I took it off because I am going to, well, we are going to do the exhaust mod on his bike. So what we've got at the moment is 2 virgin, brand new, unmolested XGs, and I'm not going to film the whole thing because you've seen us do it all before. So on Jeff's one, shocks off, smaller shocks on, do the hand grips, do the tank knee pads, do the K&N air filter. So all that will be done. What I might do is, once it's all done, is take you around the bike. It's all done. There's my one outside undercover. I suppose I could have took you around that, but yeah, that's a story on my one. I'll save that. Let's see how Wolverhampton Harley are. Yeah, no spoiler alerts. I'm not going to slag someone off that doesn't need slagging off or doesn't fully deserve it. We'll see. We'll see. So that's it. That's the bike. There's not many differences apart from the ABS, Brembo brakes, alarm and immobiliser. They look slightly subtly different. There's another difference I will point out. I think that this bracket here, because the exhaust sits on here, I think this bracket swoops out more and there's more clearance between the swinging arm and the inside of the exhaust pipe, I think. But that's it. I mean, there aren't many subtle differences. They didn't sort of put a boot on here, so we're still going to have to put the boot on. But they did put a spacer in there, which is really weird. They didn't put a boot on here, which is the front brake one. You've still got this weird cable here on the other side that isn't sort of tucked away. So yeah, there are some subtle differences, like on this lever, this bit here. I don't know what this is. That wasn't on the other one. They just enter the cable in a different way. So if you've got a parts list, you're going to have another one. There's the ABS module there for the sensors. But yeah, it's all on just one. There was a slight problem. This here, this rubber was glued up here, and the P-clip was down here, and the two didn't meet up. So that's the first thing we had to do, which was crazy. I did buy some, and that P-clip's not a very nice P-clip. So what I went and done is I went and get some all black ones. Look, let me pull them in the front of the camera. Some all black ones that are 15mm, because this rubber's 15mm, because this is, though this is tight, the P-clip is baggy, it's black and silver. So I thought, I just put an all black plastic one in there to make it look smarter. And they've done the same down here. This doesn't actually, the P-clip doesn't actually hold it. It's on a flexible mount. So I first thought, get some P-clips that do the job. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the new 2017 XG 750. And Jeff's not here, so it's left for me to do all the heavy lifting. His screen's up there. We've got one stand up there. Where's the other one? There's my back rack. There's all the exhausts, the modified exhausts in there. We will be modifying the Jeff's exhaust. I will be filming that just in case it's better than the one I did. Put it this way, it can't be any worse. There's Jeff's rack there. What am I missing? There's something missing. There's my modified exhaust. Oh, Jeff's centre stand. I'm supposed to be fitting that. Oh, there's Jeff's shortened centre stand. So what we did is we took off all our accessories. All of them. Every single modification we made, we took off. And we're going to put them back on these bikes. And the reason we did that is they were due their first service. And we phoned up Chelsea Harley Davidson, and they wanted like 300 quid plus VAT for the first service, and we thought that seems expensive. A couple of days later, Wolverhampton Harley phoned me and said, "Oh, your bike's sort of due for their first service." I said, "But you do realise we don't live in Wolverhampton. Jeff and I both live in London." And I said, "Oh, okay." So meanwhile, they put the phone down on me, then phoned Jeff and asked him the same things. I got on my bike and drove over to Jeff's, and so I said, "Look, is that cheaper than Wars of Chelsea by a good lump? If they're coming down to pick up one bike, they can pick up two bikes, and let's see if we add the two together plus the transport, if it comes to the same price or less than Wars at Chelsea." I said, because we might as well send them to the people that actually we bought the bikes from. So we did that. I mean, because they quoted us 145 as it is. I thought, right, okay. So Jeff phoned them back up and said, "Look, how much would it cost to come and get the bikes and have them done and put up there and serviced?" He said, "Oh, we'll pick them up for free." I thought, "What? You pick them up for free?" Ooh, okay. So they came down, they picked up both the bikes, they took them up there, phoned us and let us know that they arrived safely and all was good, and they'll be doing the servicing in the morning and they'll be back down with us the day after that. I said to Jeff, I said, "Well, hang on a second, what about trading them in for new ones? Because I've heard that they released the new models with the ABS, XYZ early." I said, "Get a price, because we'll save on the servicing. We don't do the servicing, we put the money for the servicing towards the new bike." So we said, we'll do that. And Wolverhampton, very nice, gave us a price, and we said, "Hell no, that's too expensive." I said, "Well, what would make you do the deal with us?" I said, "Listen, we want them for X amount, and we want them with the colours we've got." And they said, "All right." I thought, "Oh, right, okay." He said, yeah. You put a deposit down on them." So we put a deposit down on them, and here they are. So I'll shut up and get on with this, because it's going to be a long, hot day for me in the shed. Why, some of us are on holiday, sunning themselves. Hope the weather's raining. And we'll get back to you by the time kitted Jeff's out. All right then. Ciao for now.